Julien.
And I'm Kiersten, and today's episode is all about what's going on underneath the numbers, because we're talking about the emotions of money.
Now, most of us already know the basics, like spend less than you earn, save when you can, but that's not always the hard part. The hard part is why we don't do what we know we should. That's where emotions come in.
So there's a difference between subconscious spending and conscious spending. And the main difference here is subconscious spending is walking into the shop to get a Diet Coke. And that's conscious spending. You went in there to get a Diet Coke. Subconscious spending is walking out with a Diet Coke and a packet of crisps or a bar of chocolate, right? You went in to do something. But when you actually walked out, you go, oh, hold on a second, I've got two things here. Because somewhere along the line, the marketing department got into your head to say, you like this bar of chocolate, get this bar of chocolate, you need to buy this now, right? And that's a subconscious spend. Money can control us, or we can control it. When you're listening to this right now, if you're sitting and you got it in your ears, ask yourself, what do you want for the rest of your life? Do you want to control it, or do you want it to control you? Because you can make a change right now today. And you can do something very simple today that just tips that balance ever so slightly back in your favor.
You mentioned lifestyle creep, and I don't know that everybody understands what that term means. So I'm going to ask you to explain it.
Yeah, so lifestyle creep in its simplest form is that when you get a pay rise, you feel, and you should feel like you need to reward yourself. So I'm going to go out for dinner instead of getting the takeaway as a simple example, because I've just got a pay rise and I deserve it, right? Or when things get bigger and bolder, it's I'm going to fly business class instead of flying economy because I deserve it and I've worked hard, right? And you do deserve it and you do work hard. And if that's something that you value and it's really important to you, allow for that, but allow for it somewhere else as well, okay? And like, if you think about it, do you suffer with lifestyle creep? Is a question you might be asking yourself when you're sitting at home listening to this, and do I suffer with lifestyle creep? Ask yourself, and I know we've had kind of interesting economies over the last couple of years, but ask yourself, when is the last time you got a pay rise? And there'll be lots of people who would say, oh, I got a pay rise 12 months ago. How does that feel now? And most people will answer, well, it's made no difference to me whatsoever. And what's happened there is their lifestyle, now I know we've inflation to deal with, but their lifestyle has increased to fill the amount of money that they have. And they just do nicer things with that money.
I want to close, maybe see if we can do a little bit of myth busting here. Is there a particular belief or a myth about money that you wish more people would just let go of?
Your future, financial future, is not predetermined, right? But now more than ever, I strongly believe you can create your financial future, whatever way you want it to be. And there is that case. It's interesting. You talk about the difference between positive thinking and negative thinking, right? And if I say to you, if you think negative things are going to happen. Most people will accept that outright. They would say, oh yeah, no, I get that. Like, if I really think negatively all the time, negative things are going to happen. But if I say to somebody, if you think positively, positive things are going to happen. Lots of people will challenge that, say, no, they won't. You can't imagine a good future and you're going to get it. But you'll accept it on the opposite side. Negative makes negative, but you won't accept positive make positive. They're equal and opposites. So therefore, if you believe in one, you have to believe in the other. And I do think